Hey all, Hertz here. Welcome back to episode 19 of the last rail book. Alright, in between episodes here, I've done quite a bit of work. I've been setting up these, what I call grid squares. I've set up 5 of them. That's enough for 15 of the stations. I have been landfilling, um, and sending, the scout spidertrons out. Like this guy who's stuck right now. It's kind of the problem with these. You have to, like, water will get them stuck. So, I'm just trying to get, there. Make sure everyone's out there moving. Another thing that I did, I set up these red spidertrons as the builder bots. Those are going to be used to build the base. They have, like kind of like a small number of everything that could possibly be in a base. And so they'll just like make that up in numbers. There are 6 of them. I will probably make about 10 of them eventually. But currently there are 6. Right now, I am over here. We're going to set up a mining base on this patch right here. So we haven't really looked at the station builder book yet. Um, so, um, I'll show you this a bit in the future after we get a base or 2 set up, but the station builder is used to build the train sections of all the stations. Um, I mean, I suppose there are a few kind of custom bits, but so in here there are the smarts for each of the stations. There are so there's like a holding pen that's uh, like a way station. Um, but here is the mining outpost. Basically, we're going to if that'll fit, we need something like, what is it? Like an 8 to 16. I'm just gonna do one of these. So it's uh, the station will go probably over here to the right. Let's get the let's get the miners down first. All right, and let's get that last row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, let me just get this out of the way. Out of the way. This guy doesn't have a lot of rail. I'm gonna just bring in the train. We're gonna have to use them to get, uh, this is going to come down and go into this line. Um, so I think I mentioned this before. Generally, we're going to have ore, iron ore coming from the right-hand side and copper ore coming from the left-hand side. So all the copper mining will be over here. All the iron mining will be over here. And then stone and coal can come from wherever. I don't have a hard or fast rule about that. It's just, it helps with the traffic flow. So, let's get back, build all that we can. I have a bit of rail on me, but not like a ton. It looks like it will be enough for base though. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Well, those inserters won't matter because we're not gonna bring fuel out here. Um, let's get the rest of that. Okay. So there are already smarts out here. Um, I think all of the ore, yeah, like ore, stone, uh, and coal all have a stack size of 50. So the smarts are already in this for a stack size of 50. Mm. Now I could, if I wanted to, so like this has a fueling station. So if you want to do fueling at your mining stations, you can just add this right here. And that will add a spot. It'll bring out a couple of logistics robots, like 5 of them, I think. And then it will bring fuel. So you can fuel your trains that are out here. But we're gonna fuel everything at the other side, not at the source, the provider, but we're gonna do it at the consumer side. So all the mining or the smelting stations will have fuel. So I just don't do it at the mining on the mining side. So let's get that balancer down here. So this is, I think, yeah, there's, I think this is the only way we can do this. So let's get that placed. Then we just need to connect each of these. Get blue from there. It's just a little bit brighter because of in map mode it's it doesn't use your night vision goggles. Oh, well, that's a problem. I have run out of belt. I gotta increase this number. I mean, that's not gonna fix this, but let's... These bots have a ton of belt in them. I'll just bring those over. Uh, Meantime, I can at least get ghosts set up. Let's do that. Uh, It looks like there's an error in here somewhere. I don't know where it is, but when these guys get here, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Um, okay. I'm gonna quickly build the train bit here. The last rail book. Oh, that's exactly what I need. This adapter. And then guys, to build all of that, let's get the rest of this hooked up. Now, I'm just gonna steal the belt out of couple of these guys. Oh, that's all going to trash. Alright, I'm gonna send them back so they can, like, restock up. Okay. And these are pretty much set up. And all we need to do is get power over here. And we will have our first mining station. So the station name, this is going to be 2162 iron ore. And I'm holding down Alt 26 for provider. And this needs to have set trade limit to L. Yep, that's already set up. And 32K is 16 times 40 times 50. So there's 40 per wagon, there's 16 wagons, and 50 per stack. So 50 times 40 times 16 is 32K. Yes, that's correct. We're not gonna need roboports here. The radar is good. Roboport we won't need. Where are we? So that is the same chunk. So I went one too far. I'm gonna just quick delete this because the T intersection is a 3x3. So I'm gonna put a T there. Just run this the rest of the way up. Okay. And now let's get power set up. And by power, I mean the rail, because the rail is the power setup. Kind of the beauty of the whole system. If you hook up rail, it is connected to power. So you never really have to worry about power. Send them to there. And the last thing we need is a big electric pole. There. There. Alright. This should start producing. I'm just going to take these out because they're not necessary. Okay, the smarts are already hooked up. So as soon as there is 32k ore in these chests, the this enable train limit will be set to 1. So I'm gonna go back over here. Oh, the one thing I have not set up yet is the train launching spot. So I will do that right now. Um, so that's all hooked up. Um, we're gonna lay our first station now. So we're gonna get our these guys, and we're gonna make our first iron ore smelting uh, smelter. It's gonna go right here in this spot right here. So let me get the train guys over here. They're gonna need to lay a little bit of track up there. Get that connected. And I'm gonna quick. Let's see. I think I'll just take out. I'm gonna take out these 3 here. And then I'm going to place a T here. And this is going to look a little janky because nothing will be connected to this side. This will only launch trains and they'll never come back. Um, so I'm going to get rail on me. I will connect the logistics network up over here because we're going to need these to so this base is going to supply the trains. I'm just going to place ghosts down and then the bots will just make the trains. I need some rail. I was just experimenting with like a rail only tile right there. Maybe I'll do this. Because like we just need a ton of rail. Like just having one machine making rail does not seem to be enough. Okay, I've got like 400. That should hopefully allow this to work, at least to make one. I will make more, but I'm gonna make one of these kind of launchers. And for the heck of it, I am going to actually put a station here, although it's not really necessary. Um, uh, and then I need to put the fuel. It's gonna go there, there. And then, well, I'm gonna need to put down the first station. Or the first train, so I can judge how big this is going to be. So the cars, so I'm gonna need just open up the book. I need a 216-2 iron ore train. So it still needs to be longer than that. I know that's probably too much, but I will cut off the end if I need to afterwards. Oh, come on. Hey. Alright, so I definitely need to put radar over here. Let me get down. There, I guess. And that... This is a bit annoying. I will get the other one down right here. Okay. Now we can see the whole train. So this spidertron has a bunch of train in it. So it has that much train in it. Not a lot of rail, not a lot of other stuff, but a whole lot of trains. So kind of the idea is that I will be, if I need to place down trains out in the field, I will be able to do it. So I'm going to copy, let's just call it this. I'm going to place these down. Okay. So as soon as these get powered and stuff, that should be able to power all of the things. As soon as the Roboport network springs to life. So I can just do that too. Oh, I get what's happening. These are not... Okay, now, well, any second now. Oh, I need to put these little guys. Need to go down here as well. Okay, this train is set up, and I'm just going to turn it on because it has fuel now. it will just go ahead and do the right thing, which the right thing for it is to go over here and pick up a load of iron ore. I can see it going now. So now what we want to do, we're going to go to the right here. That's the one we need. Iron plate smelter. So this will be our first station. I'm going to place that, but I am going to put a small break in here so that things can't actually path here yet. So we're going to have our station builder, or our base builder just come around and start building everything out. Of let's go ahead and build the station built up here, the rail at least for the station. Let's get you guys in here. And we will have you go down here, here, to here. Yeah, hopefully there'll be enough to build this entire base. It looks like there won't be. We're not going to have enough beacons. So, well, let's build what we can, and then we'll go back, have the spidertrons recharge. And by recharge, I mean restock all their items. Okay, it looks like we are woefully under-equipped on beacons, so we need modules, beacons. Okay, so we need production modules. Just gonna have this go be radar up there. And then I'm going to send them back there. And our train, yeah, it looks like the train is all done. So this guy's filled, but he doesn't have a path here because I broke the connection. I'm going to leave the train guys over here so we can restore this connection at some point. But I want to make sure all the modules and everything are in before we start smelting up there. Let's take a look real quick. Our power, that popped up our power probably 300 megawatts, and it's not even fully built yet. The beacons are and the modules are really going to make a dent in our ability to our power situation over there. So I'm going to between episodes, I'm going to make a whole group of spidertrons that are uh, just have the solar power bits in it, and the solar power is going to go into this section right here of that's kind of like the built-in power part of these grid squares. Um, I can also put power in kind of on the ends here. We'll see if I do that. If there's a great need for it, I might. But I'm gonna create a blueprint that will just do this. So the blueprint for this will not have roboports in it. It will just be solid with accumulators, and every once in a while on the ends there will be radar. We don't really need radar in the middle of a big contiguous section of solar. I mean, we can, but it's really not necessary. So there will be radar on like kind of this end, this end, this end, and this end. Uh, but each station has its own radar. Um, as you can see, there's a radar here, a radar there, a radar there, and that's enough to light up the whole station. Um, so let's see, where are our red? Okay. Um, I believe I have. Yeah, it's not a lot of beacons. Um, I think there are. Yeah, there are like 400 being made in each of those. I'm gonna send. Um, I'm gonna adjust the number. Really? Oh, isn't that a pain in the butt? That only one of you got. Mm-mm. Now they all have to go back. I'm at some point I'm gonna fill this in with landfill. Actually, let's get started on that. This has been problematic. It just I have to like walk around it every time. Okay, good for you. Okay, as soon as those guys, I need the first guy. Since they're walking by, there. I'm gonna switch this to 40. And then, I'm just assuming that's the first, yes. Oh, I'm gonna switch this also to 100. So this to 100. Oh, this is gonna be a little difficult since everyone's standing right on top of each other. Copy, then paste, paste, paste. Okay, there are 6 of those, so I think it just added all those. Let's see. Yep, everyone's got oh, I'm sure they don't have the modules. I need to up my storage for modules so that these are just cranking out all the time. I think there's only storage for 50 or 100. I'm gonna switch that to 200. Not that it'll make them any faster. This is very, very slow. Why are you not? Oh, you are making. Okay. Let's head back. I have some modules on me, so I'm gonna send uh, these guys back up there. I'm going to send these over here. I have those walking all the way down. They'll stop when they run out of space. And then I'll just... put on another little bit, let them go. Okay, we'll wait for this guy. And then send them back up to fill in this and this. Oh, I need to send... He needs to be nowhere near those. Otherwise it'll use the landfill for my inventory, and I won't be able to ghost place landfill for the landfill bots. Just gonna do maybe like one more row. It doesn't have to be perfect over here. I just want to make there not be those kind of edges that are gonna get my spidertrons stuck. Get the rest of this. Send you there. And then... just place in front of you. Let your robots come back, or your bots come back. If you just like place this whole thing, the bots won't keep up, and they'll end up just trailing the spidertrons. Well, I'm just gonna do that for the time being. I'll send them back. Let's see where our guys are up here. With any luck, they'll be able to fill this whole thing in. And then we'll be able to see kind of what happens when you lay down a new station. So we'll give them all a chance. If those end speed modules aren't there, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. Alright, so there's my character. I've got, I think, 50 or so modules. on me. Alright, looks like everything is placed except for modules, which is fine. So I'm going to have that happen, and suddenly you'll see these guys. Oh, these are not set to automatic. U to automatic, set U to automatic, and set U to automatic. And you'll see them spring to life, and they're going to come. Now this one's already going to come. There won't be fuel for it, but that's fine. It's got enough fuel. And he's just going to start dropping off ore. And this already has the smarts on it. Set the train limit to 4. Because there's at least 4 trains worth of space available in these chests. I wish, so there's the merging chests mod. I wish there was an ability to make a single large chest just like merging chest does for stations. That would simplify this. You wouldn't need a balancer here. It would just pull the ore out as quickly as possible. I didn't choose to do merging chests for these builds, obviously, because vanilla builds are. I mean, this playthrough isn't exactly vanilla, but the changes that I have in here, you can do without most of them, the mods that I have. But okay, so what those other 2 little trains did, they put 5 logistic bots into this station, and they brought the fuel. Now those logistic bots are currently bringing fuel to each of these requester chests for refilling the trains that come and service this station. So that is kind of like step 1. Oh, they ran out of landfill. No, they didn't. What are you doing? Oh, I didn't have radar coverage. That's what was. Okay. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to place a 216-2 iron plate train. Get that there. The bots are gonna come to life and build that train for us. I'm gonna get those guys back down here. These guys are gonna come back down here so that they can refill on the modules that are missing. I'm gonna bring myself back down here. And so generally this is what it's gonna be like for the next little bit here. It's just gonna be placing, I'm gonna place a copper version of the station right here. I'm gonna set up a copper mining depot somewhere. I'm trying to get them, to be fairly large, like 800 million and up. They're more over here, but these are gonna continue out. I think we need. Let's see how many across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 across. So we've only got 5, so we need 5 more. So it's probably going to be 3 more this way and 3 more this way. So that's going to go roughly to the edge of the screen right here on both sides. And then we're going to start building. I'll build a green circuit up here. That's what goes in the next level up. And then I'll build like red and plastic above that. We'll build oil down here too. Um, so this is going to be a lot of green circuits, oil, and then up in this next row will be red circuits and plastic and some other little bits and bobs up there. Steel has to come up here somewhere. Um, so that's going to be so once again between episodes, I'm going to be setting up several bases, continuing the scouting mission. We need to scout out to the right here a bit and set up mining outposts kind of generally in this area. You know, the further we get away from where our original base, the better, because your ore patch sizes get larger from your starting location. So we're gonna need to go out a bit for those, and we'll start to see numbers, you know, in the billions of ore. So I mean, no one really likes setting up mining base. I mean, it's probably the least interesting part of the game is placing down the miners and like setting up those stations. Like once you've done it once, you just end up having to do it time and time and time and time again. It's a little boring. So I will do a lot of that off map or off between episodes. So also, I mean, I'm gonna demonstrate setting up a couple of these, um, like probably the first one for each different type of station. But this gets a little boring too. Um, and since I showed off like how this works in the blueprint book generally last episode, um, they said this it's not terribly interesting, but this is I mean this is what it's going to be for the foreseeable future, just setting up each one of these different sections. Um, so anytime we need to kind of set up something new, I will show how to do each of those different bits. But that's kind of we've kind of hit uh, the end of showing new stuff. So I will. There won't be very many more episodes. I'm gonna just keep on placing down these bits. I will check in, you know, as we go up like each row and show off how to do the next build. But like I'm only going to show off a couple of more builds. The one that I want to show off is the uranium processing. That one, you know, I used Nilos's Megabase-in-a-Book uranium processing, but I made some switches to it, which I think are interesting, and it allows you to it auto starts by itself, which is kind of interesting. Um, you have to do one little thing. You have to grab some. Well, I mean, what I'm going to do is grab the uranium 235 that's down here to kind of kick off the Covarex process. Um, you know, I'll grab 50 or whatever to just get that started. But that will be enough to kick off, you know, several machines. It can produce something like it's something like 90 or so uranium 235 a minute. It's quite a bit. Um, that build's kind of interesting. Um, you know, the hub is interesting. The science is interesting. So I'll show off those builds, but you know, that's gonna be kind of the foreseeable future. So like I'm gonna do a lot of the landfill off camera. I'm gonna do a lot of the you know the placing of the rest of this off camera. So anyways, thanks all for picking up what I'm putting down. We'll see you next time for episode 20 of the last Railbook.